What's up, everybody? We are here with part 2 of the hashtag IBB Top 3
Trilogy.
And if you missed part 1, then that makes me sad. Sad face?
Yeah, sad.
Okay. So go check it out. We're super excited for part 2, but we are here with the Greg Devan, the big dog, my man. Again, inspiration for the United Way keynote speech that we did. Big reason why we're even involved with United Way at all. Pretty much the only reason. Not the only reason.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, you should check this out.
I induced you.
Yeah, he
took the ball and nailed it.
Yes. It was exactly like that. So definitely check out video number 1. Greg's been awesome, and I'm super excited for number 2. So let's roll right into it.
My number 2 is to be adaptable and be able to be to change, because I don't know, in life you have a book, all starts with a plan.
Yes.
So you come up with a plan, your plan's always going to change, because most of my life nothing has went as planned. I mean, from whatever it is, you always think, oh, I'm going to do this, do that, and that. And stuff comes in the way, and you got to be able to adapt to the situations and keep going the direction you want to go. And sometimes life takes you different roads, or stuff happens, and you got to find the right way out of that stuff and not try to keep doing something that doesn't work anymore, and kind of adapt your plan, adapt your approach, and be able to change. And then sometimes there's stuff that comes in the way that's bad, and you need to move around. Sometimes something new comes about, or a different opportunity that's better, and you need to jump on that stuff, because you might be like, oh, my plan, I wasn't planning on doing this, but maybe that is really a better thing, and something just greater can happen if you go down that road.
Yeah, and that's if you're adaptive, there's I think it's like Extreme Ownership, and it's a book by a couple former Navy SEALs, and they give all these examples of different missions, and but they're like, never let a crisis go to waste. And I was like, huh. And so I feel like obviously that's a very extreme way of saying, like, every problem can be an opportunity as long as you're willing to adapt. So do you feel like being adaptable has allowed you to approach so-called problems and see through them as opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, you're always, I don't know, whatever, even your personal life's that way, and work life, you always, maybe a job isn't going as good as you'd like it to go. Then maybe it's time to start looking for a different job, or start trying to find ways to change your current job and kind of adapt and get something to fit what you want.
Okay. Is there anything that you say to yourself, or is there any examples that you can say, this was a time I was adaptive, this is a time I adapted, it was tough, but it worked out?
I mean, some stuff with life, I started off, one for college. Everybody has a dream for college. So it's you're in high school, it's like, oh, you're going to college, so I have a college, whatever. The first year I spent college, I was away at University of Kentucky. I was going there for architecture. But also in that time period where all that happened, my father was sick, and he passed away. So things changed, both family-wise and everything. So at that point I had to adapt and ended up coming back home, going to Cleveland State, doing civil engineering stuff. And it's kind of like, it might not be ideal. It wasn't my plan when I was in high school, even things. But at the end of the day, I adjusted, adapted, and still ended up where I wanted to be and got what I need to do.
Yeah, and that, so for people that have perhaps having family illnesses and things like that, is there anything that helped you? I'm lucky. You are, again, another reason why you're my hero is you've had to deal with loss on a whole nother level that I have not yet, and that terrifies me. So, but I guess, is there anything that because it's just, again, it's a part of life and it sucks, but and it, what I'm saying, that doesn't make it any better.
No.
But is there anything that you would say, hey, if you're having family illness issue, here are some things that help me get through? Or
I mean, part of it, it's like being adaptable, so you kind of got to adjust. And some of the stuff, it is what it is. You can't change some stuff after it happens. It's, you have a life-changing event. Something happens. Your life changes. You can't really go back and switch it.
Right.
So you have a new hand of cards that are dealt to you. You got to figure out a way to use them. And you have to adapt and figure out how to make what you do going forward the best that it possibly can be.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. I did. And, like I said, and it's kind of that everything Greg is telling you is the truth, the absolute truth. And, I feel like we get caught up in, like, well, that's kind of cliche, that, just be adaptable. Like, it's more complex.
Yeah.
We make things so complex. And life is so complex, especially that type of situation. So, but it's like, yeah, you got to remind yourself that, like, just,
take it to a simple level. Life's
simplify.
relatively simple. I mean,
Yeah, no, and I feel like, too, like, that you always help bring me that, like, James, like, come back down to earth and let's, like, simplify, and that's why I feel like we've always kind of worked very well together as we help balance each other out, yin and yang. But
gotta have a good balance.
Yeah. So and like I said, that's something that completely changed your vision of what was happening. So thank you for sharing that, man. That was obviously this is real life. This is
and that's a life. I mean, it also works, for works and jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first met you, I don't think IBB was a thing yet.
No.
And now you have movies and podcasts and T-shirts, and I mean, you know what I mean. You kind of, adapted to whatever you were doing into that, because I don't know if that was necessarily part of your plan to be a social media magnet.
No, you know what I'm saying.
Have a conglomerate of IBB people and doing all this. You were just doing your Western Southern thing, working on that, and you kind of, you found that opportunity and adapted to it. And
I think I was always like, and that's why I was miserable. I was just like, I wasn't going to change lives, and I wasn't going to, change the world, and I wasn't going to, like, help. I mean, like, I was going to help people, but I was like, got the suit on. All right, time to go to the office. Time to go to work and do work stuff. But there was no, again, like, circling back to your first point. I knew I had it. I knew that I could do it, but it was like the IBB thing was it allowed me to adapt the same exact product, same exact service, same exact process, but make it my own and make it something that it was fun for me. And it was something that I went from dreading going into the office. I'm still here, the same place for 10 years. First half, miserable. Second half, I could, it's just been fun. And but again, met a random guy on a plane, and he's like, "You need a brand." Like, what the heck is that? So again, like, being adaptive of, like, all right, well, until this time, I didn't even know what a brand was. Especially, I didn't know if I needed it. And again, like, following your lead, like, hey, if this guy can get CEOs to come have dinner with us to the 2030
Club. They came to have dinner with you.
No, yeah, right, yeah. They're really, they're like, oh yeah, James Schleicher, don't know, whoever he is, but the whole, like, you know what, why not? Why not ask, what's the worst they could do? Say no, and that's something too. You're like, I'm like, dude, how do you get these CEOs to talk to us? You're like, what do you do? Say no, and then I move on, and then so just kind of, again, just making the impossible possible. A lot of times just has to do with being adaptive and understanding that if you just ask, we're gonna say no, and then you move on, and it's cool. Sorry. Threw me for a loop there, bro.
Hey,
one of my IBB rants.
I like the IBB rant.
So,
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's
right?
what we're here for, the IBB rants. So, but yeah, and adapting.
Do they have a drinking game yet with your videos? For, like, every time you say IBB,
every time
you
gotta drink.
I feel like that's next. I feel like it's gonna go viral.
Oh,
people are gonna start doing that at college parties. Like, this guy talked to me about college.
Yeah.
And now they're at college watching your videos.
Yeah.
Every week.
Learn a lot, but then every morning I don't remember what I saw. So, oh yeah, good stuff. And dude, I had something else.
Lost it.
And I lost. Oh, YouTube. I did my first IBB top 3 video with Sanjay Parker. I had the video. I didn't know how to upload it to YouTube. You know, I seriously, I had no idea what to do next. I just took the video. So, like, again, like, this was not a part of the plan at all. But this is the most fun part of it. Like, how, like, I'm hanging out with my best buds. You know what I'm saying? And just sharing what we've been through and what's worked, and hopefully changing, you know, helping people not have to suffer as much as we did early on in our careers and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, be adaptive, because again, if I was doing the traditional smile and dial and smile and dial, you know, knocking on doors, like, I'm James, let me help you with your future, you know, like, it does.
You might be out of business by then.
Dude, I'd be out of business, or I would quit, because I was so, dude, I was terrified of the phone. First call session, I quit. And my manager at times, I will not let you fail. And I was like, all right, and I stuck it up. But dude, that was another thing too, is I had to adapt. If I had to call people on the phone, I was going to die. If I had to just cold call people, I was not going to make it. So again, like, having the wherewithal to be like, okay, this is not me. This is not play to my strength. How can I...
So you've tried to find your role and adapt.
Know my role, adapt, and dude, I used to go to the mall, and again, I was in my suit. People weren't used to see, and I was just like, I would literally ping pong ball around the mall, hoping to run into somebody, and then hoping they'd be like, "What's with the suit?" And I could be like, "Well, since you asked, I blah blah blah." Oh, dude, it was the worst. You know what I'm saying? But like, that was, you know, I just kind of had to do what I needed to do to survive.
I probably ran into you at the mall.
Yeah, you're probably like, why is he walking around the mall in the suit? And I'm just like, yeah, just I gotta drop something off. Like, you don't have anything in your hands. I gotta pick something up. They're like, I'll go with you. No, that's okay. Like, I'm just gonna. Was it? I gotta go. You know? So,
yeah. Got your Bluetooth headset.
Yeah, dude.
Coming in.
Fake it till you make it. All right. So, but anyway, anything else to add now that I've rambled on?
No.
Okay.
I think I got it.
Yeah, dude. I love it. Know your role, adapt to it, and especially when life throws you crazy things. And thank you, my man. And so this is part 2. Go back, watch part 1, and then come back tomorrow for part 3. It's gonna be sweet. So until next time,
stay burn proof.